Prakash. I am Professor and Head of Cardiology in Ramaya Medical College. With regard to globalization, I would definitely see that as an important factor in the increase in the incidence of heart diseases, primarily coronary artery disease, because of the change in the lifestyle, change in their diurnal pattern of life. We know heart attacks are more early mornings, and thanks to the globalization, most of the working pattern has now shifted rather from the 9 to 4 or 9 to 5 timing to late nights and early mornings. That is when you have maximum incidence of heart attacks and strokes occurring. So definitely globalization has a role to play here. Apart from that, the spread of culture from the Western and how people adopting to that or having rather taking it up in a very, very eager way, I would say, is definitely affecting the youth and the work pattern is also definitely hampering their health, adversely affecting their health, I would say, cardiac primarily, increased incidence of hypertension, increased incidence of heart attacks, and incidence of strokes, and the complications of these things like even sudden cardiac death is also on the rise in the young. So primarily that's what is really worrying, and I would attribute a lot to globalization.
Thank you, Doctor.
I am Dr. Mohan Rao, Professor of Pulmonology, Department of Chest Diseases, MS Ramaya Medical College. I will elaborate upon some of the diseases globally occurring because of the recent advances and the travel. So the patient is in the US just today. Tomorrow he will be in India because of his air travel becoming very frequent. And so one of the main diseases which can be transmitted globally, which fast, is viral diseases of the upper respiratory tract, especially the influenza, which we have seen H1N1 infection last year and also now we are seeing. These are all because of the globalization and the travel becoming very narrow, very restricted or becoming shorter. So these are some of the respiratory, and second one is some of the allergic diseases can also occur because of the globalization. Third is gastrointestinal diseases because of the wide travel, because wide changes in the food and the food hygiene. Again, these gastrointestinal diseases can be transmitted globally within a short period of time.
Can you please tell us about the new medicines coming in from abroad and the new technologies that are being implemented to avoid these diseases?
Okay. Now, first, what are the diseases to diagnose the diseases? So we have got so many advances in the virology or in the diagnosis, and we are doing now genetic engineering also. So we have got these latest PCR techniques, what we call it as a polymerase chain reaction, which can go up to the DNA level or RNA level, and then they say which type of virus or the organism is infecting. So this is as far as the diagnosis is concerned. Then as far as the treatment part is concerned, that we have got so many antibiotics because many of them are MNCs. So many of them are either imported or produced here and are sent to the other countries. So many antibiotics, antihistaminics and antiemetics and diarrheal drugs are all being produced globally by these MNCs, and they will be circulated to wherever it is required.
Globalization has affected nutrition in India. Because of globalization, now there are both plus and minus points. The access to different kinds of food products has become more easy now. A few years before, or maybe a decade before this, we didn't have much access to many of the foods which were very common in the Western countries. The same goes the other way also. Many maybe Indian foods were not so easily available in the Western countries. Now, plus points are some good things, like say fiber-rich foods. Some of them, like for example, we can take oats. Oats is something which was not heard of about maybe a few years back. Now, I think almost in any metro city, if you take, every second or third household is using oats. Oats is good. It should not become a status symbol and people go around saying that we are eating oats, because oat has a lot of good things in it. Oat has soluble fiber, which is good for people who want to reduce weight, people who want to control their diabetes, who want to, who are hypercholesterolemia, who have hypercholesterolemia and who want to reduce their cholesterol. The same way now we have access to different kinds of food. Some of the vegetables, which we have not heard of earlier, we now can buy them and use them. Like some of these vegetables, like we can talk about is broccoli is very common, Brussels sprouts. We just used to hear about them or read about them. Now in many metros or major cities we do have access to them, and so as a result of that we can develop a taste for that and also make use of their benefits. Points again, how we value it. See, even though we have got access to different foods which are good to us, we also have access to foods which are not good for us. Examples are the fast foods, which is becoming a craze among the new generation. Access to most of the junk food, be it KFC, be it McDonald's or Domino's and Pizza Hut, which again I had not seen or heard of when I was a student. Speaking, I am not in favor of microwave, because there are some studies which say long-term use of microwave could be harmful to health, could be carcinogenic. Whatever time they want to eat, they just pick up the food from the fridge, microwave it and eat whatever they want, whenever they want. These are the negative points which are not working in our favor.